Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ring the bell icon. This way, you'll stay updated with our daily insights designed to help you navigate the world of finance. Ready to discover the hidden secrets of living richly while saving more than ever? In this video, we'll reveal the roadmap to achieving financial freedom without a big budget. Stay tuned until the end to unlock 5 practical tips with real-world examples that demonstrate how to balance spending, saving, and living meaningfully. If you're ready to learn how frugal habits can unlock true wealth and happiness, you're in the right place. Frugal wealth, unlocking happiness and financial freedom. Hey, have you ever heard about frugal living? It's basically about being smart with your money and resources. It's like finding little ways to save cash without feeling like you're missing out. You know, like cooking at home instead of eating out all the time, or fixing stuff instead of buying new. It's not about being cheap, but more about being mindful of what you spend and making your money go further. Plus, it's kind of cool because it's not just good for your wallet, it's good for the planet too. Well, today, I don't want to talk about when the money arrives in your account, but rather what you do when you see your bank balance grow. Here's the tricky part. Once you start seeing a nice pile in your savings, the temptation to splash out can be real. That snazzy new car you once dreamed of might now seem like a must-have, especially if it could finally nudge some respect from folks who once scoffed at your penny-pinching ways. Or consider that spacious dream home you've eyed for years, now temptingly within your budget for a down payment. It's tempting, don't you agree? However, this is exactly when it's crucial to lean into frugality even harder. No matter how much you've saved, sticking to a minimalist lifestyle pays off. It's not just about stashing cash. It's about securing your future. Living frugally doesn't mean cutting out all fun. It means choosing your splurges wisely and making your money stretch. For instance, instead of buying that luxury car, consider a certified pre-owned model that holds its value better. Or, instead of a massive new home, look for a place that meets your needs without stretching your budget. Smart choices like these ensure your savings continue to build, safeguarding your financial future while still enjoying the fruits of your labor smartly and sustainably. Living frugally helps reduce life's clutter, sharpening your focus on what really matters. Instead of constantly chasing new things to fill voids in your life, living simply opens up space for what truly brings joy and fulfillment, like deep, meaningful relationships. Additionally, this lifestyle significantly reduces your environmental footprint. By consuming less and choosing more sustainable options, you not only save money, but also contribute to a healthier planet. Lower consumption means less waste and fewer resources extracted from the environment, aligning personal finance with ecological responsibility. I've been there myself after my wife and I cleared our student debts. We weren't rich, but suddenly seeing extra cash in our account got us thinking about what we could buy with it. This urge comes from a deep human desire to be seen and recognized by others, whether it's family, friends, or strangers passing by. Big-ticket items like a sleek sports car, a luxurious house, or high-end accessories are definitely eye-catching. But really, money is just a tool. It doesn't have feelings, morals, or value until we give it value. By sticking to a simple lifestyle, we respect the habits that helped us build our wealth. This discipline not only keeps our financial base solid, but also helps us stay focused on what's genuinely important. Jack Bogle, for example, the founder of Vanguard Group and pioneer of index investing. Despite his immense success in the financial industry, Bogle was known for his frugal lifestyle. He famously drove an old car, lived in a modest home, and preferred simple clothing. Bogle's focus was always on long-term financial security rather than extravagant spending, and his approach to investing emphasized low-cost, passive strategies accessible to everyday investors. Another great reason to go for frugal wealth is the money it saves you, especially in taxes. When you live simply, skipping the big car payments, huge mortgages, or fancy club fees, you spend less. This means you don't need as much income, which lowers your taxable income too. In the US, we have a progressive tax system where the more you earn, the more tax you pay both in total and as a percentage. For instance, a married couple making just over $190,000 in 2023 would be in the 24% federal tax bracket. That's almost a quarter of their income going to the IRS. Plus, they'd face extra charges like Medicare and Social Security taxes, and possibly state taxes that increase with higher earnings. People earning around $300,000 a year might end up paying between $50,000 and $80,000 in taxes due to their high-spending lifestyle. But if you keep living frugally, regardless of how much you make or are worth, you can cut down your tax bill. This can be done by maxing out contributions to 401, KZAs, HSAs, buying real estate for tax breaks, giving to charity, or even starting a small side business to write off some expenses. In short, living frugally doesn't just save you money day to day, it also helps manage and reduce your taxes, giving you more financial flexibility without the burden of an expensive lifestyle. A third reason I love living frugally is that it sets, or in cases like mine, keeps people's expectations low. When you drive a basic car and skip the fancy designer labels, you blend in as just an average Joe. I relish this kind of anonymity almost everywhere I go, and while it might be tough for some to handle, I find it incredibly liberating. When people don't see you as someone important, it frees you from a lot of social pressure. Think about how celebrities are expected to look flawless anytime they're out. They probably wish they could just throw on some sweatpants and stroll around unnoticed like the rest of us. A simple joy that big stars like Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise probably miss. The same goes for child prodigies who are constantly expected to excel because they've been branded as the next big thing from a young age. Showing off your wealth makes people think you're loaded, that you run a successful business, and have lots of money saved up. They might expect you to always pick up the tab, donate the most at fundraisers, or cover costs more often. Ironically, those who flaunt their wealth the most usually have the least. A great example of this is in the final scene of Forrest Gump. There's Forrest, sitting on a tree stump after dropping his son off at the school bus. A passerby might think he's unemployed or aimless, not knowing he's actually a multimillionaire, war hero, and ping pong champion. The beauty is, Forrest probably doesn't mind being underestimated. He enjoys the freedom to live as he wishes, truly embodying what it means to be wealthy. His anonymity allows him to live without the weight of societal expectations, happy to be seen as less and enjoying his life unbothered. Embracing frugal wealth opens the door to a fourth benefit. It helps you focus on what really counts in life, without getting sidetracked by all the fluff. When you choose a frugal lifestyle, you're not sucked into chasing the newest tech or joining pricey clubs just to show off. This simplicity lets you cut out the non-essentials, giving you the mental space and resources to concentrate on what truly matters. Take Forrest Gump, for instance. He wasn't weighed down by unnecessary wants. Instead, he focused on raising his son. By practicing frugal wealth, you too can prioritize what's important to you, like your core values and relationships. In a world that's always pushing us to buy the latest and greatest, it's easy to get caught in a never-ending loop of desire. This can drain you mentally and distract from the important stuff. The urge to upgrade constantly, maybe taking a quick test drive of the newest car model or a spontaneous shopping trip, can become habit-forming. But living frugally teaches you to be okay with what you have. It's not about never treating yourself, but about understanding and resisting the temptation to buy things you don't really need. By choosing this path, you free up your mind and your money to invest in more meaningful parts of life, like personal development, family, and giving back to your community. This lifestyle doesn't just make your life richer, it ensures that your actions reflect your deepest values and long-term goals. The fifth and arguably most powerful reason to embrace frugal wealth is its link to a happier life. As we've explored here, adhering to the steady principles of building wealth that this channel promotes will, over time, likely lead to significant financial growth. Many of you, through strong career efforts, smart spending, and long-term investments, may find yourselves wealthier than imagined, even reaching millionaire status. But then comes the inevitable question: what's next? Without a clear vision of your ideal lifestyle, you might feel lost once you reach these financial heights. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Life is a journey, not a destination." This idea is crucial to understanding financial independence and wealth. It's about the journey, not merely the end point. In 1938, Harvard began what would become one of the longest-running studies on adult life, tracking 268 students over 80 years to uncover the keys to a happy and healthy life. The study found that close relationships, not money or fame, are what make people happiest over time. Living frugally helps reduce life's clutter, sharpening your focus on what really matters. Instead of constantly chasing new things to fill voids in your life, living simply opens up space for what truly brings joy and fulfillment, like deep, meaningful relationships. Consider the story of Sarah, a corporate lawyer who traded her high-stress job and luxury lifestyle for a simpler, more mindful existence in a smaller community. By adopting frugal habits, she significantly reduced her expenses and work hours. This change allowed her more time for hobbies, volunteering, and building relationships with neighbors. Sarah's shift from a high-income, high-expenditure life to one of modest means and rich community ties exemplifies how frugal living can lead to deeper personal satisfaction and happiness. This lifestyle doesn't just make your life richer, it ensures that your actions reflect your deepest values and long-term goals. Here are 8 takeaways from this video. 1. Definition and importance of frugal living. Frugal living is about making smart, mindful choices with money and resources, focusing on spending less and making your money go further. It is not about deprivation, but about prioritizing value and sustainability, both for personal finance and environmental impact. Resisting temptation with increased savings. As savings grow, so can the temptation to spend on luxury items like expensive cars or houses. The video emphasizes the importance of maintaining a frugal mindset even when financial circumstances improve, suggesting more cost-effective alternatives like pre-owned vehicles or smaller homes that meet needs without stretching budgets. Long-term benefits and financial security. Frugal living contributes to long-term financial security by reducing unnecessary expenses, allowing savings to accumulate, and focusing on investments that maintain or increase in value. Simplifying life to focus on what truly matters. By adopting a simpler lifestyle, individuals can reduce life's clutter, enabling a sharper focus on meaningful activities and relationships. This approach also aligns personal finance with ecological responsibility by minimizing consumption and waste. Psychological and social implications of frugal living. The lifestyle helps manage social expectations and pressures, providing psychological benefits like reduced stress and greater personal freedom. It challenges the societal association of worth with wealth, promoting a more grounded and authentic existence. Tax benefits and financial flexibility. Living frugally can also lead to significant tax savings as lower expenses translate into a lower taxable income, enhancing financial flexibility and security. Personal satisfaction and happiness. The transcript discusses the deeper personal satisfaction and happiness that can result from frugal living, highlighted by the story of a lawyer who found fulfillment in a simpler, community-focused life. Close relationships and meaningful engagements are emphasized as the keys to happiness rather than material wealth. Encouragement and further engagement. The video concludes with an invitation for the audience to engage further with the topic, specifically mentioning the FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, indicating an openness to explore this subject in future content. 5 practical tips and examples that emphasize a balanced approach to spending, saving, and living meaningfully. Prioritize essential spending. Focus on spending money only on essentials and things that truly add value to your life. This means cutting back on impulsive purchases and luxury items that do not contribute to long-term happiness or financial stability. Example, before making a purchase, ask yourself if the item is a need or a want. For instance, if considering a new phone, evaluate if your current phone meets your needs. If it does, delay the purchase and save the money instead. Invest in quality over quantity. When making necessary purchases, opt for items of higher quality that may cost a bit more upfront, but will last longer, reducing the need to replace them frequently. This approach can save money in the long run and supports a less wasteful lifestyle. Example, rather than buying cheap, poorly made clothing that needs frequent replacing, invest in higher quality pieces that are more durable. This might mean buying a well-made pair of shoes that could last years instead of cheaper versions that wear out quickly. Embrace DI and self-sufficiency. Learn new skills that allow you to do things yourself, such as basic home repairs, gardening, or cooking. This reduces reliance on external services and products, can be deeply fulfilling, and significantly cuts costs. Example, instead of hiring a professional for simple home repairs or landscaping, learn to do these tasks yourself through online tutorials or community workshops. This can significantly cut down your household expenses. Reduce and manage debt strategically. Aim to minimize debt, especially high-interest consumer debt like credit card balances. If you have existing debts, prioritize paying them off starting with the highest interest rates to decrease overall interest paid and free up more money for savings. Example, if you have multiple credit cards with balances, focus on paying off the card with the highest interest rate first while making minimum payments on the others. Once the first card is paid off, move to the next highest rate. Set clear financial goals. Define specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART financial goals. Whether it's building an emergency fund, saving for retirement, or buying a home, clear goals provide motivation and a roadmap for your financial decisions. Example, if your goal is to have a 6-month emergency fund, calculate the total amount needed, then break this down into monthly savings targets. This makes the goal more manageable and provides clear targets to hit each month. Do you know the secrets of financial freedom? Click on the screen and watch our video, The Secrets of Financial Freedom. Rules of Money Mastery. You need to know. See you there.